Cruise lines make rules. Cruise passengers break the rules. No surprise there whatsoever. But boy, some of them, they get really butthurt when they got called out and when they get told no. Good Saturday morning, everybody. Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to this week's episode of What Every Cruiser Wants. And we are back, and we have two cruise comments for you this week. Two comments about people who break the rules, who get upset, who get bothered, get butthurt, and then have to write in to talk about it. So let's get into today's comments and find out, are these people right or are these people wrong? Maybe it's not common knowledge that you cannot gamble on board a cruise ship outside of the casino, not for money. Same way you cannot sell things around the cruise ship for money. This is one of the rules that cruise lines have. Now, you could say it's because they want to protect their money, they want to protect their profits. They don't want passengers spending money on things other than the cruise line itself, services on board the ship itself. And hey, that could be true, but it is still a rule on the ship that you cannot gamble for money outside of the casino. But sometimes when you tell passengers that, you end up with comments like this. LRC is the most popular card game after poker for Americans age 50 plus. You answered Susan's question saying Carnival would not allow this to be played and enjoyed. I played LRC on blank with 10 to 12 CC people for money, but blank provided a private room. Where is the actual harm in this? Explain yourself better, because we have a Where's George group going on the Radiance Hawaii cruise in February, and we will be playing LRC. So first off, just in case you don't know, LRC is left, right, center, and is the most popular card game after poker for Americans over the age 50, at least according to this comment. Yet, weirdly enough, left, right, center is not a card game. It's a dice game. And Carnival never said that the game could not be played. It never said the game could not be enjoyed. What they said was, you can't do it for money. That's what Carnival actually said, and somehow they turned that into, well, we're just not allowed to play it. We're not allowed to enjoy it. No, you're not allowed to gamble outside the casino. Why? Because it's a rule on the cruise ship. And if it's that popular and everybody over 50 wants to play it, I'm sure you can figure out a way to play it where you don't have money there on the table in the public areas on board the ship, and you could still enjoy the game. Maybe it just takes a little bit of smarts and a little less butthurt because you don't like being told something you can't do. Now, I did go through and read some of the comments below this particular post, and there was a vast majority of people in there who had never even heard of the game, didn't even know it existed. So I really wonder, is it as popular as this person makes it out to believe? Or was this person simply looking to complain about something because they didn't get their way and they couldn't do whatever they wanted to do? And just a little fun fact, because I went over and I asked Google, I said, what is the most popular card game in the world? And according to Google, it's not left, right, center. It's not poker. They said it's Uno. How about someone who feels that bringing a item off of the prohibited items list, trying to bring it on board the cruise ship, it gets confiscated, and somehow, that means the cruise line has ruined their cruise, ruined their holiday. It's the cruise line's fault for doing what they are supposed to do. It's not this commenter's fault for failing to read, failing to check, and failing to understand what you can't bring on board a ship. Talk about some major entitlement issues. We were on the blank for Christmas. We were at Disney before we embarked on the cruise. We had bought my son a Star Wars Nerf gun for a Christmas surprise at Disney, and they confiscated it from us at security at the port. We had to go over to a special table where they took it, gave us a claim slip, and at the end of the cruise, when back at port, we claimed it back. Christmas ruined. How can anyone at Carnival Cruises think this is real? How would you like to see your children have no gift to open from Santa on Christmas morning? Who makes these blank, stupid rules? So, yeah, you cannot bring a toy, yes, it's a toy, but a toy gun on board a cruise. No real guns, no replicas, no toy lookalikes. None. It's in the prohibited items list. Much less the fact that it's a Nerf gun, which means it shoots projectiles out the end of it. That's what every cruise passenger wants in kids' hands running around a cruise ship. Yet somehow it is the cruise line's fault, and Christmas is ruined over the fact that this individual simply did not check and simply did not read. Yeah, because they didn't check, they didn't read, they didn't make sure ahead of time, they got their stuff taken away, and of course that means it is a stupid rule. It's a stupid rule when I don't get to do whatever I want, right? But on a side note, I gotta ask, how bad was this kid's Christmas over not getting this Nerf gun? Prior to getting on the cruise, they were at Disney, so he spent time at Disney, then went from Disney and boarded a cruise ship for Christmas. Was Christmas really ruined for this kid? Because to me, that sounds like a pretty damn awesome Christmas to spend it at Disney first and then on a cruise ship. Yet somehow it was a confiscated Nerf gun that ruined everything? Talk about some real first world entitlement problems right there. And that's going to be our video this week for what every cruiser wants. You guys let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Is Carnival Cruise Lines wrong for not allowing people to gamble for money outside of the casino? Are the cruise lines wrong for confiscating a Star Wars Nerf gun and ruining this poor kid's Christmas? I'm curious to know what you guys think. Are these people right or are these people wrong? Now, if you've enjoyed today's video, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It is free to do so. Helps our channel grow. Let you know anytime we put out a new video. Hope everyone out there is having a really great day, a really great weekend, and like always, we will see you out on the high seas.